Good morning, everyone, on this wonderfully clear day. I hope you're all well. Today, we're going to be continuing Doom Eternal. When we last left off, we had just completed the... just forgot I'm not wearing my glasses because I'm an idiot. We just completed the Cultist base on our way to the Doom Hunter base, where we'll get our first major boss encounter. And I'm glad for that, not necessarily the boss encounter, but I'm glad to be done with the Cultist base. It might actually be my most hated level in all of Doom. And continue. But now our arsenal is nearly complete, and we can start really flexing our muscle. We just got the super shotgun, and of course we poured all the points into it. Okay. Now, we start getting pretty crazy pretty immediately here. So, gotta be a little bit of planning going on. There's gonna be a Magubus. But we can take out his cannons, not with the super shotgun. Right now, we could possibly smack him with some rockets. Or, well, we don't have precision bolts, so we would need the sticky grenade. Yeah, let's... but we only have 2 rockets. That might be all I need if I land at least 1 sticky. Frag grenades are selected. Don't forget about your ice grenades, ever. Every time you do, you will die. Okay. I like how it broke the opposite ones. Fix that lack of rocket problem. I need another charge. There. Now we got our blood punch back. Oh shit! Chainsaw not regenerated yet. Woohoo! There we go. Thank you, Burning Meat Hook. Love that armor generator. Maybe not as much as I love this soundtrack, though. It just never stops going hard.
The Hell Priest's position is stable now, and his guardian is somewhere in the facility ahead.
This is a totally normal building. Never mind it. Definitely normal stuff happens here. Normal science. Oh no. No. No shield, guys. We were just over this. Nice. Every twofer ever landed with the super shotgun is always satisfying, no matter what Doom game it is. Well, one second, folks. I just have to adjust one option. Should be There we go. Select. There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. On you. Give you some helpful things. Ah, yes. Let's do Heat Blast now. Now, I've got 7 upgrade points. Do I give it to the rocket launcher or the Heat Blast? I don't use the Heat Blast. Well, wait, no. I don't use it much outside this level, but I really need it for this level, so I think I just answered my own question. Let's... yeah. Literally going to be leaning on you for the Doom Hunter fight. So yeah, you're getting the priority this time. Nothing new to spend on the suit. But goodies to get before we start the next fight. And I should keep my first blast. Definitely glad I bought that first perk already. Give me all of the upgrade points. Then I'll fucking forget about getting them and have to spend a bunch at a time. Then I'll be like, oh, that's why this is so fucking hard. Yay, more extra lives. I've got 8 now, so that should be enough to power through anything in this level. Honestly, I should be fairly unstoppable now. Did I get armor for blood? No, I did not. Or I mustn't have finished it. That must be the job. Oh, right. We just did there. Aha! Thank you, Glory Kill. No. And instant Glory Kill recharge. Now we've got Blood Punch back. Hell yeah. Bigger boys. Oh. I see the problem. No more rockets for you. I forbid it. No, go away. Oh yeah, double stun. Get that Blood Punch back. Ooh, I have a great helmet. Give me all of the ammunition. How about... wow. Kinda confused how you didn't die there. Oop, out of fuel. No. Ah, shh. Good thing I have those extra fucking lives. Oh, that's annoying. Got flanked by a fucking Hell Knight. Gross. What a great way to start. Oh, whiplashes. That'll do it. And you know what I got? A fucking message for you guys. Oh no, it's a Mancubus. No, there was a whiplash. I did see that right. Fuck! Can't believe how sloppy that was. I could have guarded my back a little bit. No, what I could have done is dropped a fucking frag grenade. That would have done it. But no, I wouldn't think to do that. And that's the B-side of Extra Lives. I can overanalyze my mistakes and be spiteful. But at least I did not forget that battery. Like I did the last time I was playing this. Our next trip into the Doom Hunter, or no, my Doom ship. Yes. The Fortress of Doom. God, there's so much just Doom in a Doom game. Here we go. I promised a better look. Here's another one of our Daisy hallucinations. Rabbits don't go there. They just don't and can't. But we can never let Daisy go. We learn in Quake Champions he keeps a piece of her paw in his gauntlet.
It was not easy to find an opponent worthy of the Slayer, but I think you will be impressed.
Now in the Dark Ages coming out, we get to fight these guys before they get mechanized. You know, they actually got their full body and stuff. I'm excited for that. Hey. This is not opening bullshit. This is like some James Bond shit, but, you know, Doom and the UAC. Maybe it's more Mega Man. Normal people aren't getting around, basically. Nope. You get heartburn. Ain't that a bitch? You're gonna give me armor that I don't actually need because I've kept my ship full. It's always a good practice. He who tops up is always prepared. There is so much weird shit happening below, but I mean, of course, it's a hell project. It's definitely normal stuff. Don't worry about it. Looks so fucking cool, though. I strongly dislike these things. Carcasses. Wow! What a fucking yo-yo that health was. Danger to nothing to nearly full. Alright, you just keep generating armor for me while I scavenge for more stuff I've left behind. Like stuff back here. Mostly plasma I'm short on. Okay. I said keep generating armor. Woo! Armor I won't keep if I stand in the liquid metal. How are we doing that? Oh yeah, totally empty. We need plasma. Did I at least get a charge? No, I didn't. Kill the priest's guardian. And yet, remember, or those of us who would have been there for the previous Doom Eternal stream at the start when that first Deeg was killed, because we already had his Guardian's coin. Now we're about to get a Guardian coin and use it to be able to kill Deeg Ranak. Right now, if we found him, we wouldn't be able to kill him. We haven't bested his Guardian and earned the coin yet. And Dazed and Confused. And now we've got the 3 I use. The way everything would work in tandem. So we've got air control. Obviously a big benefit, so we can, you know, have more air control. Chrono Strike slows things down. Pretty useful to have, especially when you're trying to line up a shot against a weak point. And Dazed and Confused, keep them stunned just a little bit longer. Very, very important. Whoa! Don't pick up the fuel. There we go. Because I want to be able to chainsaw zombies freely. Because I need refills like mad. You're just going to bully me the whole time, so I'm going to eliminate you. You're going to be the first problem. Second problem. Now they're going to stun you. Well, most of that's pretty full, actually. Let's keep you on hand, then. See, without that abnormally long stun window, I wouldn't have been able to do that. That extended stun window, I should say. Though, I mean, it does count as abnormal. Ha! Blew up your own shield, you fucker. Hate those damn things. Now, is there nothing else we can saw? Nobody? Alright, let's go pick up that other fuel tank. Not bad, it's 7 rockets. much of you can I take out in advance? You're a problem. Oh, nope. I'm trying to mix it up now. Yeah, I think that's all we can do in advance, but that's really not bad. We have seriously softened them up over there. Woo! Oh, you were in a glory kill state, but... that bottom obstacle took out the rest of his health. Annoying. But okay, fine. I can understand the mechanics, so I have to give it a pass. They're going to assemble a fresh one for me. At least for this instance. We get to see how cool it is to put one together. And then know that they're just putting them together en masse, because in true Doom tradition, once it's a boss, it's a regular enemy. Particularly when we get to the DLC chapters, the Ancient Gods. Are we already almost done this level? Damn. There we go. Can't leave this baby behind. It's okay, Commander Keen. I still love you. Oh, wow. That was really good. All by accident, I assure you. One-shot kill on stagger. Not a bad cheat code, but we ain't using cheat codes. Because we can't. We can't progress by using them. How many suit tokens do we have? 6? Alright, let's start spending stuff. I would like... Yeah. I want frozen enemies to drop health. Expensive, but worth it. Right, I should be fucking... If I'm about to enter that fight, I should get that last heat blast. There we go. Now I'll be really ready to fight that son of a bitch. No, that's okay. Fight each other. didn't leave anyone alive, did we? No? Maybe I should have not used that saw. Nah. Can't regret that. It's never a bad decision to give yourself more ammunition. You just have to adjust your plans a little. No, don't want in there. I want down here. For another free life. To waste on something that'll piss me off, just like the rest of them. Are you armor for blood? Finally! Now, excess armor, or at least once I'm full armored, will go into charging my blood punch if it's not charged. Which is good, because now I can be a lot more freewheeling with that attack. I'm just going to make sure to give myself a total refill here. On health and armor, I want to keep those 3 chainsaw pips. There we go. Excellent. I love being able to make my enemies into resources. Makes me think of them entirely differently.
Was it not the Slayer who brought the demons to us? The Khan Maker has you to thank for the gift of Argent energy. It is you who are responsible for your people's suffering.
The demons followed Doomguy to where he was spat out. And yeah, in that way he did bring living hell to these beings. Goodbye. Good call, getting in the way twice. Really running interference for your buddy. You son of a bitch. I hate those things. Oh, I hate them so much. Can't leave all the upgrade points behind. Pretty sure we've gotten everything up to this point. Oh, I missed a fucking codex entry. I see it over there. I know exactly where that is, too. No, we're not going back for that. I don't even think we can. And it's just a codex entry. That's not even worth going back for. That zombie sounded so disappointed. Sad his head is now part of his chest. You guys are going to be so satisfying once I get my ballista. Once it finishes 3D printing in the Fortress of Doom. Good try. Wish I didn't use that blood punch right there, but whatever. We'll get it filled. There's going to be plenty of opportunities in the arena, because God knows he keeps a lot of trash in it. They've almost built him. No, it's not here that I jumped down. Yeah, it's totally fine. Wandering around in a reactor core. We're unkillable. We are
The Doom Slayer.
now back to our fully unsealed suit. Sun's out, guns out. Instead of doing all of that, I'm just going to skip all of that. Take my free upgrade point. Oh, look, I can already spend. Suit. How about Scatterbox? Perfect. And we'll just activate this switch from here. Just casually ignore you fucking things. You're not even worth the ammo I'd waste on you. Love the double-bladed chainsaw. Great nod to Doom 64. Miss another codex entry? Okay, that would have been the last thing. Then we just missed that codex entry at the start, or somewhere midway through. Too far back is the long and short of it.
Welcome, Slayer.
Okay. We are full. Cooldown is ready. Grenades are ready. We are just about ready. 1 second. I just heard a knock at the door. Be right back. There we go. Sorry for the brief interruption, everybody. Now, we are, yes, double checking cooldowns, reloads. weapon combo is primed. Blood Punch is not available. I have to remember that. Okay. We've got 9 lives to burn on this motherfucker. Let's go.
I thought you would appreciate the sentry I chose. The great Argadon hunters from the Telos realm, though long thought to be extinct, created to hunt only the Slayer and his Night Sentinels during the Unholy Crusade.
Another indication of how long the guy's been alive and how far past the dark
Yours undoubtedly my finest work. Excellent. Smash the heretic.
Oh, that's cool. Glad the ice grenade didn't work. He's supposed to be vulnerable to that. I need health regardless. Of course. Thank you. Fucking cheap shot, piece of shit. Okay, seriously, why is that not working? That's supposed to be a vulnerable thing for him. This gets frustrating, because that shit wasn't fair. Either be consistent about the rules of your game, or don't have rules. Now the music's broken? Is everything just broken in this fight today? There! Was it so hard to finally respond properly?
Useless machine, attack!
Blood Punch back. Now it's time for some good old-fashioned blocking. fucking don't. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Like wasting blood punch. I could use some ammunition, please. That's cool. Where'd you go? Ass. All right. Phase 2. Let's see how many fucking lives we can waste on that. Hope your weaknesses actually work this time. That would be just stellar. Switch to frag. We open with that.
We are not done yet.
I agree.
Excellent. Smash the heretic.
That was a real quick near-death turnaround. I need a glory kill. There we go. Gotta get blood punch back. Alright. They both need to be taken out of this slot. Nope. We just need a tiny bit of refill. You know what? Blood punch top up really wouldn't hurt. First we need ammo. Otherwise we ain't getting shit accomplished.
Smash the heretic.
I didn't mean to waste that, but you know what? That wasn't so bad. We got a pretty decent refill out of that. Alright, we have to be ready to unsled these fuckers now. Okay, one off. Where's the other one? And there's the other one. Now, we ought to be able to end this fight cleanly. Why couldn't this go so cleanly against the first one?
Smash the heretic.
Or the first one? Why does it take two for me to get shit done? Risky glory kill, but an essential one. Excellent. Now we'll carefully burn them down. If I get them close together, or their kills anyway, I don't have to worry about what spawns in next. Now, where's the other one? Soften him up. Have to be over here. By process of elimination, you have to be. What the fuck are you? Yep, that's you. Okay, now let's locate the second one. Come on, I want eyes on both of you before I close the deal. Okay, there's the second one. We didn't bunch up. Alright. Now, where's the last one? That's a carcass. Fucker, this is why I was trying to keep them close. I didn't want to have to deal with carcasses. Where the fuck are you? Good night.
The beast, does he not seek enhanced power? Gifts to aid him in his noble conquest, perhaps in return for my...
Nope. You have nothing I want, scum. One more priest to go. Yes. Bigger shockwave is bigger damage. Gotta love it. Right, because that fucking codex entry. Blech. Fucker. Alright, I believe my ballista has finally done 3D printing. I get my answer to the Gauss cannon.
Our system is being corrupted.
This game has gone far enough.
I will have her transmission removed in a moment.
Despite the loss of the priests, Earth will fall, and my people will survive. I will answer the humans' prayers, reward those that believe.
This hub was of Maker design. She knows the systems well.
The final priest will be moved to a more discreet location, so our work can continue without further disruption.
In case you couldn't tell by heaven cutting deals with hell, they're kinda dicks.
There is a 41.3% increase of demonic activity at the nexus of the initial invasion. That is the largest gore nest on Earth. I will set the portal coordinates for the super gore nest now.
R.I.P. in peace is Europe. Now, how many? We've got 7 batteries. All right, let's buy some stuff. Keeps his original duds, but we're not gonna use things on that. I've already got it unlocked, and I want him to use his current armor for this play. Now we're just gonna get ourselves another quick Sentinel Crystal. Oh, these battery animations. I wish there was a way to skip these battery animations. Hopefully, if there's a similar type of thing in the Dark Ages, that won't be the case. I'm gonna want higher armor output, so give me the ammo. We'll take a quick run at the demon prison to make use of that charge. See if I can level up that heat blast for what little time I'm going to be having it. Whatever it gets, it gets. Because we all know once I get the ballista, there's going to be nothing. Wait a minute. I should get that before I cash in my last 2 batteries. Because then I can open a mod instead of a suit coin. Now, the trick to using these is don't just use like, hey, I need more health, so we'll get this one, for example, if I was going to do that. Complete your perks, because the faster you have a completed unified perk, the way better off you are. Because now I've got, for instance, great cooldown on the Flame Belch, higher armor output on the Flame Belch, and now all my extra armor gets funneled into my Blood Punch. So those choices all feed into each other to make me stronger and faster. Excellent. But first, let's get a mod for it. Battery. Guess we still find a way to punch them regardless. I want the Arbalest. Now, do we got any points we can spend on that? Yes, we do. Give me the Stronger Explosion. And we'll get that next perk after the very first fight we do. Well, on a stage map, not in the demon prison, which I'm about to go to, just to see what I can do for the heat blast. Come on. Such a protracted process. But I suppose I wouldn't want to keep my demons near my workspace either. 2 out of 30. Nobody wants to get over here? Oh, is it just you left? Well, I can't very well get a group kill out of one guy. Well, there was more than one. Shame I couldn't get you to bunch up. But that's okay. Alright, we're out of here. On to the next mission. Gotta say, though, it's not bad. Digs in space, right near Earth, close enough that you can still somehow get pizza ordered. and you don't have to be awake. You just ignore people. Watch them peacefully from space. I can have my pizza in peace.
Please remain calm. You may notice a slight change in the environment. Fear not. It's all part of the plan.
The Super Gornest location is nearby. This is
Slight.
the site where the invasion began. The oldest
Slight
and most
change
corrupted
in your
location on the
environment.
planet. The Ark fought hard, but they were eventually driven out by the demons.
I don't want any part of anyone who thinks this is a good plan. That usually goes a lot better. I'm just gonna wait for my cooldowns to charge before I open this next part. Oh, failed mech. What battle did cost you your pilot's life? Lots of mechs. Not exactly a safe place to be, when half of your office building is just in the sky. It belongs to the tentacles now. Oh, right. Right, invisible walls. One of Hugo's favorite tricks. Rather than reward being able to clearly use the system, we're going to fence that off. You can have that when I say you can have it, and not one moment sooner. Take that, you son of a bitch. Now, isn't there another Mancubus? He should be in that tunnel. At least he was. Where the fuck is that thing? You ought to also be being accompanied by, like, a Whiplash, a Revenant. Where the fuck is everybody? Oh! Whiff shot. Already blood punch. The armor for blood is paying off. Mr. Carpus. Just don't feel like putting up with your nonsense. There we go. Casual earn back of the health. Casual fucking whiff. Wow. Casually almost just deposit myself into a Cacademon's mouth. That's a bold strategy. Oh no. I see you. I absolutely do not permit you. You are just a problem. Think about what you've done. Ooh. No. I just want you completely eliminated from the battlefield immediately. You guys are going to provide me with new armor. Sue, you're going to provide me with health and ammunition. Oh, one more roast ought to be enough. Yeah, I know what that is. Oh, what? You weren't supposed to take me away from the ammo that I'd spawned. Huh. Well, I guess there's no easing you into glory kill state. It's okay. I didn't give a shit about that combat challenge anyway. That's why the demonic outbreak is here. It's a fucking Mixom capital. Supplying parts to definitely normal things. I mean, don't you have a truck vortex where you live? Give me all that ammo.
My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends transition into their new world a comfortable.
No, we don't need to chase I don't really have any interest in the other mods. This is more just for completion. Remote detonate's good, but the lock-on burst is much, much better than it is on 2016, which is why I've gone completely inverted on that choice. Come on, Dread Knight. Boom! Fucker. It was scarier in the Slayer game. I love having so much armor around with that perk that I can just keep making the enemy wallow in blood punches. Ooh. Yeah, of course. Mother fucking cheap shotting piece of shit. You were supposed to die or get hit by that. Fuck! God, that's annoying. Come here, you piece of shit. Be of some use to me. Now are the invisible walls down? Aw, thank you. That's very cute of you. You're replenishing that extra life you just took from me so callously. And unfairly. Fucking Dread Knight. Contagious disease warning. I think it's a bit worse than that, guys. This is a bit more than a contagious disease, I think. Oh, I love Armor for Blood. Woo! Sup? Hey, Brad, what's going on? Pleasure to see you as always. Welcome. Doom Eternal is what's going on. Ruffle, wear your mask. Yeah, your mask is definitely going to make a big difference when you're walking around in a hall like this. Oh, hey, Pornbot. Different time every day, but there's always one. To avoid the light contagion. Yes, there's... What's heavy about this contagion? This looks normal to me. Oh, hell yeah, that almost never happens. Taking the right teleporter to immediately end the buff totem threat, that is. Usually it's an odyssey of incorrect teleporters and everlasting spawns of prowlers. Prowlers. Just say, what is that thing that pisses me off constantly? Not nearly as much as nightmare prowlers. Those motherfuckers in the second chapter of the DLC is just... Oh, they can go all the way to the bottom of the boiler room of Super Hell. We'll understand why once we get to that chapter.
Refer to them as mortally challenged.
Refer to them as mortally challenged. Good. Good job, UAC. Your sensitivity training is a shining example to us all. This mortally challenged room is fascinating. Like when your hallway starts growing teeth, that's a good sign. That is a universal good sign. Never mind what's going on. Hell yeah. All right. Now that kind of makes up for that cheap extra life that I lost. Doing shit like that cleanly. It all balances out over the course. But damn, it's frustrating when those life losses are cheap. I keep forgetting my window's right directly over the extra lives. I have 7 remaining right now.
Is the melting pot of the universe.
How's that going for us? Doesn't look like it's going very well there, UAC lady. Down, we have 2 pips, so don't focus on heavy demons. Don't focus the chainsaw on heavy demons, rather. 5. Definitely focus on heavy demons. Make that run. Get that ammo. Holy shit, he was like right there. That should have hit that cannon. how they have a blast radius when they blow up that actually affects the demon too. That makes me feel less salty at the lost souls. God, here I am still trying to adjust with motion control. I can't tell you how crippling this is to not have gyro aiming. You fuck off. You stop being a pet. Now, where's those cacos that spawn? How about we just eliminate you first? There's the cacos. Fucking carcasses. Fucking backhanding me. The fuck you think this is? Oh yeah, I went 158. My Doom level went up. Well, that's with double stars. Because I never really stopped playing this game from the day it came out. Let's get you while we're here before I forget. We're going to save these resources for when we come back to this, because we will, like, 1 or 2 times, I think. I'll definitely want that quad damage for what I'm saving. Right, I gotta use the yellow key on that fucking yellow lock. Dunce. Watching how you play this game versus how I play this game is like watching somebody play a totally different game. I'm so bad. Well, look, here's something I don't think you're taking into account. Look at that playtime. That's not even accurate. There's a big difference between our experience levels. And that's just on this platform. There's another 1,000 hours plus on my Nintendo Switch.
And here at the
It's
UAC,
all about equipment awareness.
we push hard.
And here I am still getting salty at the lives I'm losing on Nightmare. Or totally whiffing mistakes like that. Or knowledge like that. Spectres can absolutely be shot in the face with a super shotgun, and that puts them immediately in glory kill state. Quick swapping. Absolutely essential. Well, not technically, but boy, it makes your life so much easier. I don't know if I've breathed for that many hours. Well, I'd like to think you have. Come on, bunch up. So I can take advantage of another flame belch. Yeah, you know what? We're going to be recharging ammo. Let's charge up the heat blast. Ammo's charged. There we go. Now we're as full as max gets, so take that. Recharge. We're charged. You're ready. Do we have any points we can spend? Yes, we can now upgrade our Arbalest. Perfect. Now, the next perk we want to start is definitely Loot Magnet. And I want more armor before I want more ammo. I'm pretty sure this is the only sending crystal in the game. Or not in the game, in this stage? I could be wrong about that. I need to watch your gameplay of this like a clinic to learn things. And hey, there's lots of good things you can learn from here, even when I'm splattering all over again. Losing lives like a fucking chump, but, you know, there's some pretty valid strategies. I try to take the time to explore some mechanics, or explain them, rather. It's a lot harder when we don't play on lunch next to each other, so I can't be like, hey, Dan, what is this? Yeah, that's true. There's a thing to be said about in-person convenience.
This is the heart of the nest.
But if nothing else, you're seeing a complete
power generator.
playthrough of the game on the channel, which you can always go back and check for. It's like, you know what? I'm having trouble with this. How does this guy do this? Prowlers can immediately be put into a glory kill state with a single hit from the Arbalest. They also like to spawn behind you. Put something in the way, like that turret, and he can only spawn to my left. Chainsaws always cut through shields. So when you see them on zombies, just go for it. Get your free ammunition while you're at it. They're a fucking menace if ever left to fester. Shields. Spray them with the plasma gun. Neutralizes them immediately. And never forget about your ice grenades. They'll always bail you out. I've actually always wanted to watch you play this out of all the Doom games. Oh wow, I didn't realize this was the one you were waiting for. I'm glad to finally get to that chapter, and I'm glad that everything's being archived, so anything you missed you can go back to on the channel. This one has so many little tactics and skill ladders to learn, like when you taught me how to health harvest with the flamethrower. Yeah, that's a real useful technique. Oh yeah, I forgot about the plasma gun on shields. Yeah, it's real handy to use, especially when you pair that with something like a heat blast. So you can first use your regular shots to charge the blast, and then the shield gets knocked out, demons get blasted, and if you need a third blast, you just go boom, cast it again. I might just restart my file. I always forget about ice grenades. Oh man, ice grenades are clutch. They come through so often for me. As I literally just demonstrated moments ago. If I didn't have another grenade to use, there's another possibility I would have just lost another free life. Which, you know, again, not that much of a loss. I have 8. Which is going to be more, because I keep collecting them. But I'm still annoyed at every single one that I lose. Thank God it's not Ultra Nightmare, though. Oh boy, that's demoralizing when that shit happens.
Don't be afraid. Once your soul has been consumed, your fear will cease to exist.
I mean, technically correct? Now, if we just don't touch the floor goo... 6... No... Wait, you're just a free life. You're not a soul sphere. Okay, no, I need to recharge my rad before... There we go. Before I engage this secret. Now, we're gonna... This Mancubus, we're gonna chain stun and try to overwhelm him. Start with grenades. Oh, we're only gonna use one, though. Because I need the other one to disrupt things at the bottom. Actually, let's just ice grenade this son of a bitch. And save the frags for down here. Where the hell is the carcass? There we go. Oh, good, and we just got the recharge on the reds. Perfect. Now we got that secret encounter out of the way.
You now have access to the heart chamber.
Another instance of ice grenades being useful. Now I can just casually wheel around and shoot him in the ass. And now he's no longer a problem. Then, since we just used that, immediately switch back to your frag, because you don't want to be caught with your pants down. Get chain gun, idiot. Chain gun is such a life-saving tool, especially once you get the shield mod on it. Once we get that, I'll explain more about it. Definitely normal thing to be happening on your generator. If this is happening on your power source,
The generator
just
is
ignore
in
it.
a dormant state. 2 nearby control terminals will need to be manually activated to restore full power. Unlocking the left terminal room now.
It doesn't like that.
50% of power has been restored. The second control terminal still requires activation to destroy the nest.
Oh, we'll get there.
I'm unable to open the door to the
Not gonna
second
lie,
terminal
chain
at
gun
this
has to be an
time.
SS tier
You'll need
gun.
to find
That's
an
true,
alternate
Alex.
route.
Absolutely true. Also, welcome. The shield mod alone puts into that territory.
Ask not what
But
we
even
can do
vanilla,
for
it
you.
just
Ask what
destroys,
you
like,
can do
knights,
for us.
knights of all manner. Hell knights, dread knights, and honestly, most anything you put against it.
Do not run from our mortally challenged guest. Be a good host.
No, I don't think I will be a good host to these things.
Ask not what we do for you. Ask what you can do for us.
No. God, I love Armor for Blood so much.
Challenge guest. Be a good
Oh, no more zombies? But I want to chainsaw shit. Well, let's at least charge the heat blast. So I can have a nice surprise attack to roll into. At least for the, Slayer Gate Challenge. That's the word I'm looking for. Definitely don't forget this secret. Oh, baby, give me that shield. I kid you not, you can kill a tyrant with a single shield bash. A single shield bash? Now that would be impressive. I have killed plenty of tyrants with shield bashes, but never with a single shield bash. Bit hard to do, though. I imagine there's parts of that technique I don't quite understand. Especially, you know, just finding out about it now. Right. I didn't fucking chainsaw anything yet. How about you just come down here at your own pace? No, it's fine. I'll feed you. I know you're hungry. Should have just used the meat hook there. Let's just wait for that cooldown. Won't be but a second. Go away. Oh, it took it. Ah, nope. You're what he's at it, what I was looking for. Son of a bitch. Oh, I thought there was a third. Happy to be wrong about that. Speaking of chains, I know McFarlane's doing a Dark Ages Doomslayer with a fur cape. I saw and I want it. I want it in my setup. I need it in my life. It's called Raised Tech. Oh, interesting. Honestly, the only advanced tech I familiarized myself with, even though I'm not really that good at doing it, was yeet hooking. I had no idea about that one. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of looking into that after the stream. In fact, I'm just gonna write that down for myself. There. And I'll definitely look that up later. Welcome, George. Always a pleasure. Your princess is in another building. How many people have made that joke? But I mean, what else can you say? They're fire bars. When was the last time anybody saw fire bars?
Tomorrow.
Bowser's Castle. Although possibly Crash Bandicoot. I'm not actually familiar with that series. There might be fire bars in there. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I've already got the runes I want. Just help me fill out my list. That's all we're doing at that point. Fast forward. Happy to see conversation happening. Love it. No, you don't. Ha ha ha. Ice grenades win again. Telling you, never sleep on those. Fuck your couch! Not even fully charged yet, and it's still doing a menacing amount of damage. Yay, the teeth retracted. Now we don't need to be a dentist. Good old hallway teeth. Sounds like a terrible movie name. How many of those do we have? All right, time to spend a bit more. I want... Let's enhance you a bit. Damage against frozen demons is increased. Yep, give me that. Happy to spend the points on that. Should have chainsawed him. Oh well. No, what am I doing? I will use that. Womp. Bless you, shield charge. Bless you. At this rate, I'm gonna get that perk by the time the Slayer game's over. And that'd be awfully nice if true. Should probably only need to top it up in the Demon Prison if necessary. In between stages. Yeah, let's... Okay, so something I want to point out about the shield that some people might not realize at first glance. Visually, it doesn't look like it. You see, like, it looks like it's only a front-facing shield. Not true. The shield is a full 360-degree protection, and it even protects you from, like, damage you would sustain from falling off the level. So if you drop into a pit, if you can manage to pull your chain gun shield up, you'll save yourself the damage penalty. I can't believe how many shots I'm whiffing. Like, it should be illegal to be that bad. There we go. Well, that isn't what I wanted to do even a little bit. Crap. Oh. Oh man, I did bad. This should not have happened. I didn't want to start this fight yet. Okay, well, at least we can recover that much. Too bad Archies say no to the shield. You just gotta soften them up first. Little frag grenade tends to make them see things my way. Sometimes you need to, like, double frag to be sure that ice grenade freezes them in place, and you can teach them their place. Are you still there, waiting to bother me? Be gone. You foolish skeleton. Alright, now there's just one more round of secrets, the Slayer Gate key, and then the Slayer Gate itself. And then we can be out of here. We'll cherish our casual truck vortex. I love how Spectres can be shot in the face. Well, Pinkies, and you know, they're armored. Spectres should be too, but I'm so glad they're not. Now here is where I would have wanted to start that fight from. But no, I had to get stumbled out. Like some kind of foolish person. Alright, let's go. I can't remember what demon gets introduced early in this particular game. I know it's not the Cyber Demon, or Tyrant as this game tries to tell me. Another tech which I don't know still exists is the double D-blade. Very strong if used correctly. Double destroyer blade? How in the hell would you do that? Because, like, every single shot needs to charge. How do you charge twice? Curiouser and curiouser. I like learning things. Oh, right. I didn't actually have a blood punch ready. Oh, hello. No matter how you do it, one-shotting pinkies never gets old. The blood punch is pretty damn satisfying a way to do that, though. We're losing a life. Yep, we got pinned. I forgot about my grenades. I was sleeping on my ice grenades. There's a prime example. Don't sleep on your ice grenades, guys. Look at how much of that nonsense I was able to clear out just by one ice grenade. If I'd have remembered that, I'd have been able to keep that life. I can't even be salty about that loss. That's on me. Damn. I know I could have done better. Tool awareness. That's what that's about. It's okay, though. We got plenty of fucking lives. We're constantly at a profit for them, which is a good place to be. But first, we have one more secret to do. Hopefully doesn't require me loading a checkpoint. Alright, it does. Fine. That's fine. I like both techs are finicky and abysmal to do on console controller. Yeah, well, I may be playing on PC, but that is how I'm playing, so that would be quite a challenge for me. The raised tech is possible, but a bit different from PC, learned it the hard way in one of my no-firing guns run. Wow! Damn, that's impressive. You would have to learn some pretty advanced tech to go through without firing. Now, pop. And there's one down here. You can already hear the, what the fuck are you popping? And their birthday balloons. Which gives you a cake and a soul sphere. I'm going to collect all of the chainsaw fuel first, though. No, I don't need that for a charge shot, and I've got enough to link those together. Where was the other fuel canister I thought I left for myself? You know what? I don't think it matters. Because right after this, we're just basically fleeing anyway. Nothing to him. But you know what? I'm gonna get that other soul sphere since I completely fucking neglected it. Too bad I don't have health for blood yet. That could have been useful.
fortified barrier has opened. This air shaft will provide access to the generator's control terminal.
Get down in there. Like, not a full game run, just some levels which I consider hard, like Imora, the Holt, even the boss, which was hell. Oh, God. Fighting the boss in the Holt without firing a gun? That shit is hell with guns! Blood swamps, etc. Mostly trying to stay full HP if for blood punches. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be, like, the backbone of offense, if nothing else, between blood punches and chainsaws. However, I might try doing it till the Dark Ages release. That is a good way to spend time, I say. Because honestly, my first thought was going to be, wait a minute, if you can't fire, how do you beat the icon of Sin? I'm not sure how you'd accomplish that, but I suppose I could see how you would be able to do it against the boss in the Holt, but my God! I'd have to, like, devote, like, a whole summer to that. Piece the fuck out, heart attack.
The generator is overloading. I have marked your exit portal.
Warning. Main generator overload. I repeat, main generator overload. Please proceed to the nearest emergency exit.
Thank you, Shield, for protecting me from those bops from back. Whoops. Frag and Crucible hands. And the hands, baby. Yep, that would do it. Oh, Crucible would be so satisfying. Or it always is, rather. I gotta imagine ice bombs are an equally used pillar to set up for good frags and hand throwing.
This facility will self-destruct.
Oh no, sir!
Please
Thank
save
you
your
again,
life
Shield,
and
for
walk
protecting my
calmly to the nearest
sides.
exit.
Peace out, Super Gornest. Have you also pre-bought the Dark Ages, Alex? Because I sure did, and I'll be very excited for my 2-day early access. Boy, am I very excited for that.
The final Hell Priest location remains unknown. The demonic consumption of Earth will not be stopped until the last priest and his guardian are destroyed. We will require assistance in order to locate the final Hell Priest. I believe Dr. Hayden can help us with our search.
Yeah, how did using the Crucible work out there for you, Dr. Hayden? You dipshit. Oh my god, did I even do any upgrades to it? No, of course I didn't. So I wasn't even gaining anything. Wait, there we go. Now let's take you to the demon prison after I pick up a couple more upgrades. Yeah, let's get you. Boy, I hope if we have animations like this in the Dark Ages, we'll have the option to skip them on replay. Sadly, no, because PS4, they don't like to downgrade anymore, but I will happily watch people play it, to be honest. Whoa, I mean, that's almost as good. That's certainly better than no witnessing it at all. I literally built a new PC for the express purpose of the Dark Ages. Just like I had a PC built back in 2015 for the purposes of Doom and Doom Eternal.
This is the Resistance Network. In an unbelievable turn of events, the Supergore nest has been destroyed. Reports from ARC personnel in the field say that they have seen a significant decrease in demonic activity across the globe. Many believe this is proof that the Doomslayer himself has in fact joined the Resistance effort and has successfully eliminated key figures within the ranks of the challenged. Operatives working inside the UAC cultist organization claim that the leader of that division, Priest Dayag Ranok, was in fact removed from his office recently by the Slayer himself. As
removed from his office.
Challenge continue to fall, we are seeing a decreased threat from the demons on all fronts. This has given the Resistance a key advantage in the war for Earth. The UAC continues to deny any knowledge of his existence. As surviving members of the ARC network, it is the belief of this station that these reports are in fact true. We believe the Slayer has joined us in the battle against the demons. To anyone still listening to this broadcast, know that there is hope, and he is out there.
Yes, I am. No, we got no batteries, but I should take this down into the demon prison to get it upgraded before we take it to the ARC complex. Or at the very... Nope, that's not the way to the demon prison. Or at least give it, a little bit of a head start on the charge. Why do they deny your existence? It's all part of the UAC cover-up. See, as far as Earth is concerned, this guy was never a thing. And, when the rumors were flying about what happened on the Mars facility in the previous game, the UAC was like, no, none of that happened. We just had a very bad thing, and there was no green maniac that certainly made things worse. Keep you alive, because the thing is, I have to cause damage while my shield is up. Also, can Doomguy technically not die, or is he just super badass? Did he get powers from being in hell for so long? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, how that works, after he found himself in Argent D'Nur after the events of Doom 64, The Lost Mission. Thank you, Extra Lives, for not mattering in the demon prison. I can be as sloppy as I want. But yes, after ending up in Argent D'Nur after Doom 64, The Lost Mission, he ends up in the Sentinel Society, which is all these night guys. After fighting his way, proving himself in the Gladiator Pits, which we will see flashbacks to later in the game, we will learn that he achieved high status in the Sentinel. Now, there was a demon attack in a Sentinel city because the demons follow him wherever he goes now. They're angry at each other. They're avenging each other. Which is how they found their way to Argent D'Nur. And I need more ammo. And the Sentinels, turns out, are working with angels from heaven, which in their tongue is called Urdak. And they have this thing called the Divinity Machine. And that does pretty much what it says on the tin. It fills you with divine energy. Doomguy received divine intervention. and he was the only person placed in that machine who didn't go mad or explode. So then, he became functionally immortal, beyond the reach of time, which is how, by this point, he's actually been killing demons for thousands of years, which the Dark Ages will explain a portion of. The Earth world we're saving in Doom Eternal is not the same Earth world we saved in Doom 2, because now we've gone full, like, multi-universe kind of deal. But the thing that unites everything is, despite there being multiple worlds and universes, and several Earths and all that nonsense, there is one hell. One. And why that is explained over the course of the Ancient Gods 1 and 2. So, I won't spoil too much in terms of that. But yes, actual divine intervention, he is functionally immortal and unkillable, which is actually how, at the end of his time through the Dark Ages, which is an untold amount of age, we get hinted at just actually when I was doing the Doom Hunter fight earlier in this game, that it's thousands of years he's been at this. And the demons were not able to kill him. So the best they could manage was to basically drop a temple on him, seal him, and contain him, which is why, you know, Doom 2016 starts after that undetermined ages, where Doom Guy became this holy terror to hell, was able to pass, and then, you know, the game starts with the lid being cracked on the casket. It's like, he's awake after so many eons. It's all happening again. There's nothing more we can pick up. I just clicked on that. Or wait, was that an update available?
This is the Resistance Network. In an unbelievable
Yes, you're just going to repeat that.
Nest has been
Oh,
destroyed.
cool. So yeah, he I guess you could say he got powers from his wages journeyed in hell, but not quite hell energy. But, you know, the armor he's adorned with is able to absorb hell energy, which just makes him stronger and faster.
Dr. Hayden is just across the complex. This industrial campus was once the headquarters of the Resistance.
Good news for the faithful.
The deceiver, Samuel Hayden, has fallen.
The Ark is no more.
Those of us who were with us during the Doom 2016 streams, any of them would have remembered me pointing out that in this universe, the UAC is a cult from the top down. Now they're done pretending they're working in humanity's interest. As you can see, openly promoting demonic everything. Yeah, I think a full run without firing a gun low-key is going to be one of the most impossible, or going to be almost impossible, unless I start with at least a dash. Because a zombie takes 99 punches to get to kill in Glory State. I didn't think the punch did any damage. Oh man, that must mean it only does like 1 HP of damage. Oh my god. That's almost worse than doing the no damage that I thought it did. I can't believe this. Oh man. Oh, I love learning this shit. Thousands of hours in and you're still learning. This is why I never fucking stop playing Doom. That should have winged me. Glad it didn't. Alright, now you can do that animation. Haha! Chump. Here I was thinking I was gonna need to, like, ice grenade him or some shit. Gotta love those scatter bombs. Oh, wait, actually, do I have... No, I've only got 2 points. Nothing worth it. Haha, no thanks. When they start teleporting, you're gonna want to dash backwards. That way, they'll still teleport in front of you instead of behind you. Unless you're too slow, in which case you're just gonna slam into them, and then they're gonna eat your ass off. God, the soundtrack for this game. You guys are not interested in me? That is fine. I am just gonna admire some candy. Gluten's crackers. Dope nuts. I could go for a bag of dope nuts. Sushi flavored dope fish candy. I don't know how I feel about sushi flavored candy, but I guess I'd try it. Guliami. Oh yeah, of course I'd try Guliami's meaty jerky. Ooh, takoyaki chips. Fucking sign me the hell up. Little nod to the director, Hugh Oates. Rabbit stew flavored chips. I don't think I saw those before. Classic salty flavor. Yeah, that's most of us. Party pack. Classic salty. What are you? Okay, now they're just repeating stuff. Oh, wait, no, what's that? Dope Chan gummies and Keen Can? I want fucking 50 bags of both of those. Immediately. Oh, what do we got here? Cocoa Cacos and Little Bits? Fruit Chews? Oh, Hellfire. I bet those are the worst kind of cinnamon. Cocoa Cacos. Oh my god. I want all of these things. Rabbit stew, that's a good cut, right? Like, it's non-stop deep cuts. I fucking love this game. Eat blood punch. Whomp. Gotta love that shield bash. Cocoa Cacos is amazing. Yeah, it is. Like, I legit want a box. I imagine they taste like those Maple Bud candies. Or chocolates. I don't know if that's just a Canadian-only thing or not. But damn, those are so good. Got to love that shield. Protecting me from all sorts of cheap nonsense. If you remember to use it. And you know your aim doesn't suck like mine does. It's okay though, we're still alive. And not by the skin of my fucking teeth. Oh wait, I already took that fuel. I needed the fuel from below. There it is. Now we're fully topped up again.
Warning, the ARC's headquarters is under attack.
Tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
Embrace your suffering, young advocates. Beyond the pain, there is a light.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily true there. HR lady. Hell yeah. Lunchtime. Be right back. Yep, understandable. It's almost about time for me, too. I want to get just a little bit into the stage first, though. Now, we're gonna keep ammo in the plant. Ooh. No, we're gonna save you. Fucking prowlers. See, I was too slow. So he was able to get behind me and force himself in there as Max to prevent me from running away. That's the way in which they're most dangerous. Excellent. That feels much better at combat. Yeah, raised tech on console seems to be some, like, try to dash downwards while in the sky into the enemy's hitbox. Woof. That sounds complicated and advanced. Like, nearly... I see what you mean now, how that would be quite challenging to do with a controller. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Yeah, I get that. Like, it sounds complicated just on that baseline explanation. To say something like that would take practice is kind of a generous understatement. Now, who can we cheaply take out from over here? We can erase you. Anyone else? Ooh, if that Revenant could come over here and I could waste him without locking myself in, that'd be cool.
Attention.
All right, whatever.
Samuel
We're in here.
Eden has fallen. The Ark is no more.
We'll just eliminate him
Please
immediately
evacuate
anyway.
immediately.
Fucking missile. Thank you, Street Lamp. Thank you, Purple Goo. No thank you, Mr. Dread Knight. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. I like to try to do it sometimes. I do no damage and sometimes the pinky disappears. Oh, yeah, wow. I love it when shit like that happens and the enemies just, like, don't spawn. Or just, you know, the level eats them. I'm totally fine with screw-ups like that happening. Welcome to Mario's a la carte. I bet he did fine. I bet he did just fine, and his pilot's a hero. Okay, now we're going to start another fight just before the Slayer Gate. Actually, before that, this seems like a really good place to just take a quick break. I got to get a little bit of food into me so I can keep going. But right after that, we're going to be continuing pretty much right from here. Right from where we left off. And then we're going to keep pressing forward, I guess. And just see how far we can get. Stay tuned. We'll be back after I get just a tiny bit of food into me.